Hello, my name's Tony. Welcome to Edinburgh. Let me show you something. How are you? Hope you're happy, healthy and well. Today we're going to show you just two monuments here in Edinburgh. Both kind of, both are associated with the Scottish Parliament. But they're kind of just there when no one pays any attention to them. So, you know me, I like to show you things that people don't really pay attention to so you can show off to your friends. You can see behind me as well, this is the start of Christmas. I know I'm filming this on Halloween, but this is the start of Christmas here. This is the pods for the big wheel that goes at the Christmas market here on Regent Road, ready to go down. Holidays are coming. Look at this beautiful view here today. Lovely weather right now in town, but this right here, this is what we're going to. This is the Stones of Scotland, this monument right here. It's a funny little thing. It's a little bit worse for wear right now. You can see some of the slabs in the middle. Marty's with me again today, by the way. You can see some of the slabs in the middle are, well, coming up. But what's interesting about this was it was built after the referendum in 1997. But before the Scottish Parliament, which you can see right there, was completed. And it was in celebration, I suppose, of the start of the new era with a Scottish Parliament here. And it's a beautiful big circle. See, lovely big circle here. But you will also notice, see, let me just check on the wee man. Fast asleep, he's okay. You can see that there is a stone and then a little, what's the word? It's not quite a plaque, but I think saying where each stone is from. And each stone is from each of the counties in Scotland. Galloway, Scottish Borders, West Lothian, Midlands. Midlands. What am I talking about? East Lothian, City of Edinburgh. All of these were from quarries or mined from each county in Scotland, making a Scottish circle, really a Scottish circle of stone. City of Aberdeen has a big granite one right there. And again, look, it's on Regent Road here, and it needs a little bit of work. But it needs a little bit of love. It hasn't had any for a while, but it's a nice idea and it's completely ignored, so it's worth paying a little visit. If you're ever here, Regent Road, here we are, just so you're aware. Up there is the Royal High School. Get a beautiful view of the Scottish Parliament and Salisbury Crag there, and Arthur Seat's just behind the hill. And then you can stand in the Stones of Scotland right here. There's not a massive amount, it was a bit windy today, there's not a massive amount to say about it, unfortunately. I would love to say, turn him around, sorry, the wind, I don't want to, he's asleep just now, I don't want the wind to wake him up. Bless. What was I going to say? Yes, there's not a massive amount to say about it, that's what it is. It's just a celebration of the new Scottish Parliament and when it was built. However, the monument itself, I think, is a lovely idea. You know, a stone from every county in Scotland. It's a really nice idea. It's just a shame. I don't think that the area it's in is really visited very much by, well, anyone really. It's a nice little park, but hardly anyone's ever in it. But the monument itself is a really nice monument. It needs a bit of love, but I like the idea of it. Anyway, what do you think? I think it's nice. I think it's a little bit wasted where it is, but I do think it's nice. Anyway, now we've got to go up Calton Hill for the second one. I've never noticed this before, so we look. The Stones of Scotland. Scotland, it requires great love of it. It requires great love of it deeply to read the configuration of a land, gradually grow conscious of fine shadings, of great meanings and slight symbols. Hear at last the great voice that speaks softly. See the swell and fall upon the flank of a statue carved out of a whole country's marbles. Be like spring, like a hand in a window, moving new and old things carefully to and fro, moving a fraction of flower here, placing an inch of air there. and without breaking anything. So I have gathered unto myself all the loose ends of Scotland, and by naming them and accepting them, loving them and identifying myself with them, attempt to express the whole. The stones of Scotland mark the spirit of Scotland's new Parliament. The first stone was laid December 2020 and completed in July 2022, with 32 stones gathered from all the regions. You know, it's funny that, just by chance, the two monuments that I thought I'll talk about today, they're both to do with the Scottish Parliament in one way or another. No particular reason I picked that today, I just, you know, you research things, you find out things, and I went, that matches. But I'm walking up this road at the back of Calton Hill. Now, I've never walked up this road before. The only reason I'm doing it is because I'm pushing a pram. But it does take me around the back of the old Royal High School, which again, I've never really been round the back of here. Now this is getting turned into a music school, believe it or not, with a concert hall and things like that, which I think is incredible. I think that's going to be a great thing for us to have here. At one point it was going to be a hotel, but they've decided on the music school. Anyway, what is interesting is in between when the referendum happened and the start of the Scottish Parliament and the Scottish Parliament building being opened, this building was used as a temporary home for the new Scottish Parliament. In fact, there was a big petition to just make this the home of the Scottish Parliament, which would have worked, but I think they needed some more sort of up-to-date areas, but I suppose they could have added on to it as well. But yeah, for a short period that was the home of the Scottish Parliament that we know it today. And here we are, this road's brought us to here, sort of back end, I suppose you could describe it, of Calton Hill. I'm going to head along this path. I'm not quite sure where this monument is I'm looking for, but I'm sure I'll find it. Actually, while we walk along here, it's worth pointing out the brilliant view I've got from here. I can't quite see the castles where I've stopped just because of the trees there, but look at this. Look at that stunning view of Arthur's Seat and Salisbury Crags. There's the Scottish Parliament there that we're talking about, Dynamic Earth. Holyrood Palace right there as well. Looking out towards East Lothian over there, just beautiful. Turns out I went a long way, but I could have went a very short walk, because there it is. Can you see that there? That is what we were looking for, right there. I'm sorry if it's a little bit windy. It is quite windy up here in Calton Hill right now, but that is a monument to the Scottish Parliament. So this is it. Most people don't even know it's here, because everyone just goes up there, really. So this is a monument to the Scottish Parliament. Now, it's got a bit of a funny story. In 1992, after the fourth consecutive win of the Conservative Party in the general election, a vigil started just out the bottom of Calton Hill. I'll go there, I'll show you on the way back down, and I'll put a picture in of it if I can see it. And it was to try to get a Scottish Parliament, really, that's what it was for. And it was there for 1,980 days. It was there from 1992 till 1997 until the referendum that won the right to have, or showed the will of the people to have its own Scottish Parliament. Once that ended, this was built, this cairn was built to mark that vigil and to celebrate the new Scottish Parliament. A stain spricht for the tap. Ben Nevis. It's just I'm sure it's brought from the top of Ben Nevis, which is the highest mountain in Scotland. And there you go. Another monument that randomly someone's at. No one usually comes down to see this. I don't know if that looks like it could be lit on fire. The wee man's woke up, he's just eating a biscuit now. That bit looks like it could be lit on fire. I'm not sure if it ever has been, but there we go. If you're ever up here, this is a monument that no one ever goes to. No one really notices it, no one really knows what it's for. But now you can walk past and say, I know. Someone very important told me. Me, I told you. Actually, there's a plaque on the back here as well. For we hae faith in Scotland's hidden poors, the present's theirs, but the past and the future's ours. This cairn was built by the keepers of the Vigil for a Scottish Parliament. The Vigil was kept at the foot of this road It began on the night of the 10th of April 1992 as news broke of the fourth consecutive Conservative general election victory. It ended 1,980 days later. The previous day, 11th of September 1997, Scotland voted yes, yes for her own parliament. Erected by democracy for Scotland, 10th of April 1998. There we go. And actually, that other plaque I saw, there's a couple here. There's various stones that have been brought from down Scotland. The Vigil was there somewhere, opposite the Scottish office here. So it was there. I remember it when I was young. Didn't really understand what it was at the time because I wasn't very political, but I remember it being there, looking at that building right there. And there you have it, a couple of monuments to the Scottish Parliament that you probably didn't know about. Hope you've enjoyed that. With a couple of little things that, again, you can show off to your friends, which I know a lot of you like when you just wonder about saying, did you know this? Oh, I didn't know that. How do you know that? Well, see, I watch Tony and Tony tells me everything. I'm fighting off a chest infection right now and it's beating me. It's real pain. It's a real pain. I hope you've enjoyed that. As always, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Well, become a patron if you like, that would be amazing. Or why don't you go buy some of our merchandise? I haven't really plugged the merchandise for a long, long time, but there's baseball caps, there's t-shirts, there's hoodies, and water bottles and mugs with my mug on it. Yeah. Till next time. Bye, humans.